have cops come and he was arrested. I think that's insane because that kind of stuff doesn't happen now. Brandy sticks her hand down somebody's pants and she claims that sexual assault. How did she not get arrested then?
Two quick things. Very quick. Three quick things. Do you want Nicole Egger and you'll give me Jeremy Jackson? Is it? We do a trade. I can get you Nicole.
Is Nicole Egger misunderstood? I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I'd like to hear some comments from people about whether you'd like to hear Nicole Egger. They already heard her on your show.
No, it's not out yet. And I never reveal guests, but this is Patreon. So, and I've become friends with her, love her. Two things. So my point about the lawsuit is if I were Ariana Maddox and Tom, I think Raquel, if I don't care if you're right or wrong, lawsuits are not based on right or wrong. It's a money grab. I'm sorry. This is where I cannot step away from my legal training. I would sue if I were Raquel. And when Ariana comes out and says, I mean, if you film someone, revenge porn, I had Lisa Bloom, daughter of your good friend Gloria Allred. I had Lisa Bloom on this podcast. She's one of the pioneers in the revenge porn case she did for Misha Barton, an icon. Her name is Misha Barton. You named your dog after her. Misha Barton. And when you film someone, Tom Sandoval, and then you distribute it, Ariana Maddox, who says she didn't do it, of course, if I were because they all listen, Katie comments, what in the natural dump fire is this? And Sheena has a song. If I were Ariana or Tom or anyone, and I heard this podcast and we're still talking about this revenge porn, I would have called my lawyer immediately and said, holy shit, am I in trouble? If I were Raquel, I would sue. Good, bad, team this, team that. I would sue if this were disseminated from Ariana to my castmates. That is just me. That is what I would do.
I just want to say one thing on this subject. So some people should sue Tom. I don't think it was Tom's problem. Yeah, Tom filmed her, blah, blah, taped her. Okay, but he didn't give it to anyone. The person that gave it to people, allegedly, is Ariana. And she talked about it. She humiliated her for it. She called it raunchy. First of all, none of us have seen it. I think they may have a hard time because it actually wasn't shown to anyone on camera. Who knows who she showed it to? But yeah, I mean, if we're going to do all the forensic stuff, they would go back and look at her phone and see who she forwarded it to, and she may have a case. I think the case is against Ariana, not against Tom. I mean, it's just a violation of privacy that Tom did that, but they were quote unquote dating. So, I mean, you know, I don't even know how to tape a FaceTime. Do you? I mean, I think it's a little.
How to tape a FaceTime. Let me get back to that. No, I mean, I think it's against our, listen, and by the way,
how would he have taped it? I'm just shocked. I mean, do they just go on your phone naturally? I mean, I don't really know how.
Can you tape a FaceTime? I don't know. I'd have to call you. I think you could.
But that's what I'm saying. We wouldn't know that. So how did he know that he could tape it? I just thought it was an
No, but are you sure that you can't? Like if I called you, I don't know. Okay.
But that's what that is my point. That we don't know that. How did Tom know that he could tape it? I almost don't think he knew it was being taped. I mean, you have to really know how to use your phone to tape a FaceTime. I don't really know how you do that.
Well, I'd have to call you on FaceTime now. I think you might just press it. I think it's pretty easy. I don't know. Or maybe you could do a screen record. Okay, hold that thought. But the point is, but I think now you also, listen, when you sue someone, you sue everybody. I think you could also, I'm not saying you would win, but you get money out of hush hush. I think you could. There is an argument that apparently she says she brought this up on air to Tom, and Tom then afterwards told Bravo, this is going to make me look, she brought up that I masturbated in Tom on air with filming. And then afterwards, Tom said, apparently, edit that scene out because it's going to make me look bad, as it would. And they edited it out. Now, I'm not saying that they don't have the right to edit whatever they want. I just think you could throw Bravo in there and get something. I don't know. I don't think it's that cut and dry, but I do think that
I get it.
Ariana has to worry. I do. I honestly do. I do. And if I were a lawyer, I mean, I am a lawyer, but if I were a real lawyer that practiced and I heard Bethenny's podcast, I would personally pick up the phone today and call and say, do you want me to represent you? That is what I would do. That's just me.
Not only that, from the episode, if I had some sort of business or opportunity for Raquel, I would put her on it because she could do a celebrity Big
100%.
Brother. She could do one of those things that Dr. Drew did that Fox Network where they send you to Jordan and you are part of the Navy SEALs.
Tom Sandoval's in it next season.
Safe, there you go. I didn't even know that, but why does he get an opportunity and she doesn't? That's insane. So she could get all sorts of deals like that.
Well,
So
sweetheart,
Raquel call me. I have a great manager for you. He'll set you up with all that stuff.
I agree. And I think that's a good place to end. We have so much more we could do on this next time, but where does, I mean, so Bethenny has millions. She's just made the money. She's going to go on and interview someone else next week. Tom and Ariana are back on the show, making a ton of money. Oh, they're not going to film together. Well, they're in scenes together. So there you go. Lala apparently reached out to her. Everyone's making money. Sheena has a new song. I'll read you the lyrics next time. It's all about what a scumbag Raquel is. It came out the day after Bethenny's. Everybody's making money. So as she's photographed in her bikini the next day, Raquel, it's all over the place. What does this 28-year-old, to your point, she's not going to go be a receptionist. She's not going to go be an account executive or work at the Bloomingdale's. I mean, this is Raquel, the Scarlet Letter. What does she do with her life now?
She's not Casey Anthony. You know what I mean? She didn't.
I know.
She didn't kill someone and hide it. I mean, enough with the shaming of her. I think it's awful. I think she does. She will have a lot of opportunities if she creates them for herself. If she represents herself in a way that she has a manager pushing for her, because this is like, it was part of a show, and yes, she made a mistake, but that's all. You have to have a villain. You have to have a villain to make the other two look good, or to make the other one look good, and a hero. So it's just part of the show if you want to chalk it up to that. So I think that she should be fine if she takes advantage of, instead of wallowing in her self-pity. She's got to get out of that self-pity.
And true. And I think she has I mean, good for her with all these fame whores running around. We just talked about, for asking for the same money as Ariana and Tom and not coming back. I'm not sure we saw the last of her. If VPR comes back, the ratings are not great. I'm not sure that either A, she won't lower her price after taking season 11 off, or they won't meet her price. We'll see how the ratings are. I think we might see her back. Some
producer might come up with an idea for a reality show called Scorned or Mistress, and she could be one of the 5 that are on there. I'm sure I could be another one that they'll ask, but whatever. The point is that she could do some sort of show owning this persona that she's kind of wallowing in. I think she should not do that. I think she should get out of it and do something different. But, there are opportunities for her, I'm sure. And if somebody's listening and you want to pitch that, go ahead. I think it would probably do well.
Well, I just hope she finds something, and that's that. Maybe House of Villains season 2 could have Raquel. You want to be in there? Fine. Go ahead and be in there.
I'm not a villain.
I mean, well, there's so much to say on this. Where can everyone find you and listen to your podcast? I really want to check out this Mike Schuett. I've listened to a few minutes of it, so don't say I didn't listen. I'm going to make comments, but I mean, I need to listen to the whole thing. I'm like maybe 20 minutes in.
Yeah, you guys, you got to listen to my podcast. I would really appreciate it. It's Misunderstood, spelled MISS, with Rachel Yucatel. It's on Apple, Spotify. The entire episodes are on YouTube. I have, already, that you could hear at any time, some of the most interesting episodes from anyone from Rudy Giuliani, who's always in the news right now, to Kato Kalin, and some of these reality stars too. So, and Perez Hilton, Dr. Drew, people you all know. So I think that you would be really happy if you went over there and checked out some good listening. And then I have some amazing guests coming up that I'm